Let's talk about generational trauma and how to heal it, and how to know whether you're dealing with generational trauma, which happened to your ancestors, or biographical trauma, which only happened to you. I practice a modality called peak states therapy, and I help clients heal generational and biographical trauma all day long. Whenever you have negative emotions or sensations, they are based in some kind of trauma. And we know this because when you apply a trauma healing technique to those emotions and sensations, the trauma connected to them is healed and eliminated and resolved, and then those emotions and sensations disappear, and you just feel peaceful and neutral and calm. This happens with any trauma healing modality: EMDR, somatic experiencing, EFT, TIR, but they don't differentiate between biographical and generational trauma, which is helpful for nuanced healing, especially when things are complicated. So the first question is, how do you know if the negative feelings you're experiencing are from generational or biographical trauma? The easiest and fastest way to tell is simply to imagine that your four biological grandparents are standing in front of you and sense, do any of them resonate with this feeling that you have? It doesn't matter if you've never met them or you don't know anything about them, or even if you were adopted, because you're not actually interacting with them when you do this technique. You're interacting with structures in your consciousness that are called gateway structures, and they allow you to access the generational trauma that was passed down from each of these grandparents. So once you find a grandparent that resonates with the feeling that you have, and therefore you've found a generational trauma, how do you heal it? The simplest, if not fastest way is to imagine that you are looking over this grandparent's head at the line of ancestors going back in time through the generations. And as you look at them, one of them will kind of light up or resonate or otherwise indicate that they are the person that this trauma started with. Once you've found this ancestor, you just imagine that you are standing with them in this situation that caused this trauma to them, and that you are feeling everything that they felt. Sometimes you'll even get a sense of what they went through, like the actual specifics of the situation. And you just hang out there, you feel, you witness, and at some point, the feeling will become less and less, and eventually it will actually disappear altogether, and then you'll feel just calm, peaceful, lightweight, and neutral. And that's how you know you've healed the generational trauma. So try this and tell me how it works for you. If you find that you can access the trauma in your ancestor, but it never resolves or goes away, then that means there's some other factor that needs to be taken care of first. And so if you'd like help with that, send me a message or book a consultation. My consultations are free. We do healing work in the consultation, so you can try it and see if you like it. And I would love to help you heal your generational traumas and feel light and free and happy.